can do to try to, press upon the girls back in LA. I think you can, see maybe that's such a long time ago that you were in high school, but you can relate to the pressures that girls feel in LA not to come to Eretz Yisrael. It's a family involved, there's family pressures. But it's really incredible, and I think already just in the few months that you've been here, I can sense it, and you probably know it much more than that, how different your perspective becomes just being at Israel for a while and learning the Torah and just being in a different environment, just getting away from that sort of LA mentality. And I like to joke about, the number one show in America being American Idol. Idol. I mean, it's literally we worship this whole mentality. It's the reason why it's called American. I don't know if they realize why they call it American Idol, but it's to tell us that that's our Avodah Zarah. In America, that's what we look up to, and that's what we worship. And this is going on how many years already? It's still the number one show ever. So I think it's so. The more we learn, and the more we become sensitive to Torah, to the Torah's view, and the more we live around people who are Torahdik and we're immersed in it, we begin to look at the world differently. I mean, one of the, my wife's going to be upset because I've said it, she told me not to speak, and I didn't say it this morning when I spoke, but I will say it now because it's a shmuz you probably remember me saying many times, but I just want to bring it back home again because it's such an important concept. Maybe you even heard it in seminary already because it's a famous word from Rabbi Stulberger, the great Baal Musar, and he explained how counterintuitive the pasuk is when it says 7 years. Yaakov worked for Rachel for 7 years, and it seemed like it just flew by. So I'm sure you remember one Friday morning when maybe for the last 4 years, on Friday morning when I said that it was just the opposite. When you're waiting for something, when you love something to happen, you had front row seats to the Game 7 of the World Series, or Game 7 of the NBA playoffs, or whatever. And you're talking to girls. Okay, I'm sorry. If in 2 months from now you had a free pass to buy anything in the Gap you wanted, okay, and you're waiting for that day to happen.
Pay for it, and not pay for it.
Free pass. Whatever you want, you can pick up. And you're waiting for that day. It would seem like it would take forever. Because what's going on? You're waiting for the day to come, and it's not coming. And that's what I say. I say when you kind of go up the last day of school, but now you don't want seminary to end. You're not doing that when it comes to seminary. But anyway, what does it mean that it seemed like it just passed by in a few days? It goes the opposite way. The emotional is the other way. And of course, he explains in one example of how different the secular worldview, and this is going back 60, 70, 80 years, so even before he got into Hollywood and the whole self-centered generation that we're living in today, it was still bad. It was still the idea that when you use the word love, normally you use the word love in terms of what something does for you. And love in the English language, or in the secular view of things, is really what you can get out of a particular item. When in reality, love is not what you can get out of something, it's what you can bring to something and give to something. That's why you love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, His love, and what's the context of loving HaKadosh Baruch Hu? It's what you're going to be able to do for Him with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all of your money. So it's how you are able to manifest the HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as opposed to when we use the expression of, I love this, I love, he actually gives that mushroom when a guy says, I love fish. I actually do love fish. I fish all the time. That's what helps me keep me consistent in terms of my weight loss. And he says, but he gives a mushroom. Guy says, I love fish, and you wait around, and you see 5 minutes later, grilled salmon comes out on the plate, and he has a knife and a fork, and he's cutting the grilled salmon, and he's eating it. He doesn't like fish. He loves the way fish tastes. If you love fish, you buy a beautiful aquarium, and you feed the fish, and you give each one a special name, and Waldo and Nemo and everything, and he'd be talking to it, and how you doing, and when he left home, he'd be writing notes to his fishies, it would be, that's loving fish, eating it. And so he explains that because we don't have the right definition, that's why we don't understand the pasuk. If you have the right definition, love means what I can do for you, giving to you, and that's what marriage is about. And he says that's why Yaakov was able to have the time go by so quickly is because he did loving Rachel, while obviously the ultimate love can only come during marriage, but you can still be involved in the process of loving somebody and giving to somebody even before the marriage. And when you're involved in that process, that's when time really flies by. When you're involved in something, when you're immersed in something, when you're totally enthralled by a particular endeavor right now, when you're in it, well, then time flies by. When you're, right, the New York Shabbaton, the New York trip flew by. 5 days flew by. Why? Because we loved every minute of it, and everyone was having a great time. So that's why it flew by. If we were waiting for the trip, it took a long time because we were waiting for it to happen. It was a different story. So when you're involved in the endeavor of giving, it goes by very quickly. Just on the flip side, just as another example of how different the Torah's value system is than our value system, what else does it say in today's parasha? It says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw that Leah was snua. Leah was hated. She was hated. What, Yaakov actually hate Leah? Can't be. He had 6 children with Leah. He spent his whole life with Leah. I mean, what do you mean he hated Leah? And the Ramban right away says he didn't really hate Leah. But the Ramban says an incredible thing. The Ramban says that the very fact that he loved Rachel more than he here? Yeah. If you love one wife more than the other one, and and truth matter is even with children, it's a great madrega that you don't make you love them the same. Avraham Avinu, maybe remember this when I said it. Avraham Avinu, when Hashem said, "Take your son that you love," he still didn't know which one you were talking about by the Canaan. He still had to define which one, because Avraham had the level where even though he had a Yishmael and he had a Yitzchak, he still didn't know which one. I love them the same. But Yaakov did love Rachel slightly more than he loved Leah. And the Ramban says, in relation to the other one, it's hated. I don't really hate you, I love you, but I love the other one more. If I love the other one more, then that to me, the way the Torah looks at it, you hate that one, because you're supposed to love them the same. So in the Torah's definition of what love is, the Torah is not going to accept Yaakov's love for Rachel to be superior to that of Leah. It should be the same. And if it's not the same, the Torah is going to view that as being hated. What's so funny? Okay. Anyway, well, so it's just something again. You guys are very blessed. You guys have this tremendous closeness. You're living in a place which can, in a sense, clear out your, not that you were clear back in LA, but it's hard. It's hard to really think clearly and to really see the truth. And just, HaKadosh Baruch Hu just give you the ability and the continued closeness to be able to take full advantage of this incredible year. Maybe if it can even turn into 2 years, or even who knows more. And you guys can settle down and live in Eretz Yisrael and find the right chassid at the right time in Eretz Yisrael. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But the important thing is to really appreciate that Torah values is so special. They really open up our eyes to the way we're supposed to think and the way we're supposed to feel. And continue that tzlach and continue growth, and hopefully, as Hashem, we'll see you back I'll see you back here in January. Hopefully when we come back, we're looking forward to it. Not for sure, but we're hoping. So great to see everybody. And if you want to share something, we'd love to hear you. But a special thank you to Henya and to Yitz for hosting this incredible,
Our pleasure.
beautiful Malka.